organic farming, rice terraces, coconut plantation. The municipality of Tubongan is a fourth-class municipality located in the mountainous part of southern Iloilo province, more or less 42 kilometers away from Iloilo City. It has 48 barangays, most of which are situated along geographically isolated areas. Moreover, Mines and Geosciences Bureau or MGB classified 80% of its barangays as high-risk area in terms of landslide and 20% as flood-prone area. It has a total land area of 8,518 hectares of undulating rolling hills and mountains with only limited plains and 100 feet above sea level. However, the municipality is one of the most isolated communities in the province of Iloilo, covered under the Poverty Alleviation Program of the National Anti-Poverty Commission or NAPC of the Office of the President. Thus, it is identified as one of the areas in the province of Iloilo plagued with insurgents. Currently, the area is under the supervision of the 82nd Infantry Battalion, 3rd Infantry Division of Camp Monte Claro, Barangay Igtuba, Niagao, Iloilo.
Okay, about the insurgency in situation in Tubongan, probably we can generalize the situation here in Southern Panay that although the situation now is really that manageable compared to the mid-80s and even the 90s, we can still say that Tubongan is indeed affected because of specifically of to the different barangays in the far-flung areas. We know for a fact that the compared to the lowlands, the social and economic condition of the people, specifically the poor farmers living in the hinterlands of Tubongan, is not that good compared to the lowlands. And that is the very reason why we are, in the part of the military, we are initiating different programs focused on alleviating the poverty in the hinterlands, bridging the gap between the poor people, the farmers, and to the different agencies like the Department of Labor and Employment. Different organizations, different agencies that we are working with in order to bring some programs right at the very heart of the hinterlands where the poor people, they are really in need of those projects. And we in the Army, we in the Philippine Army, so believe that development is indeed necessary. And in tandem with that development is the economic and livelihood capacity of the poor farmers or the individual farmers. Bringing development in poor communities is one sure way of empowering the people. That is one sure way also of giving them the idea and the knowledge that the government is really indeed there to help them and to bring different basic and needed social services.
It is in this context that the municipality of Tubongan was chosen as a recipient area for a convergence project called Tubong-Tubong. Tubong-Tubong is an Ilonggo word which means pooling of resources, complementation of programs, and convergence of services. This project is a fruit of Tubong-Tubong, which aims to bring together the various programs and services of participating national government agencies, Philippine Army, higher education institutions, private organizations, provincial offices, Office of the 1st Congressional District of Iloilo, and community-based organizations in the municipality of Tubongan for the purpose of counterparting resources in the implementation of local economic development to reduce poverty and eliminate the insurgency. In 2012, the Department of Labor and Employment introduced the concept of the Tubong-Tubong project to Mayor Vicente Gargaritano Jr. As a result, an Executive Order number 2012-1 2012-23 was issued, organizing the Municipal Task Force on Tubong-Tubong Project with Mayor Gargaritano Jr. as the chairman and Director Ponciano Ligutom of DOLE Region 6 and General Arnold Quiapo as vice chairman. From then on, various activities were undertaken in order to come up with probable projects. Through this convergence, Coconut Industry Development Project was unanimously endorsed for the Tubong-Tubong project. The selection process further supports the One Town, One Product or OTOP of the municipality, which recognizes the holistic usefulness of coconut as tree of life, which pushed for the utilization of the whole, not as raw material. Specifically, this project is geared towards the development of coconut industry in the locality through the Municipal Economic Enterprise Office of the local government unit of Tubungan. The enterprise is basically on the production of coco coir or fiber, copra, and other products. The municipality of Tubungan has approximately 550 hectares planted with roughly 55,000 coconut palms, out of which is 46,650 or 83% are nut-bearing palms at an average of 42 nuts or palm annually. Tubungan alone is producing 1,917,300 nuts per year. The main product of the proposed enterprise or project is the geotextile net, a woven fabric made solely of coconut fiber, which is identified as a good medium for slope protection against soil erosion. The construction firms and fish pond operators have already utilized this as an alternative to the usual concrete riprap on the reason that it is inexpensive, light, and eco-friendly. It is also a good material that serves as protection of ornamentals and orchids against direct sunlight. The other products of this project are the copra and coco peat. Copra is the dried meat of the coconut, which is valued as a raw material in producing coconut oil as well as copra meal, a good ingredient for livestock feed. Coco peat, on the other hand, are granulated materials made from coconut husks. It is a byproduct of coco coir, which is good for horticulture and agricultural purposes. Locally, this is used for nurseries, landscaping, plant propagation medium, soil conditioners, and organic fertilizer. Byproducts are vinegar and cocoa syrup from the cocoa water and shellcraft and charcoal from coconut shell. Demand. Annually, 160,514 square meters of geotextile, 1,125 sacks of coco peat, and 375,000 kilograms of copra can be derived from 1.5 million coconuts as raw materials. For geotextile, 60% of the total production will be supplied to the Department of Public Works and Highways, and the remaining 40% will be sold to the contractors or construction firms. The total volume of coco peat will be sold to LGUs, farmers, gardeners, and producers of organic fertilizers, while copra will be sold to copra traders in the province or city of Iloilo. The supply side. The municipality of Tubungan has already an existing cocoa fiber production project implemented in the year 2007 and managed by the Tubungan Small Coconut Grower Multipurpose Cooperative or TSCG MPC of Tubungan, Iloilo. With the abundance of coconut trees in the municipality, it is estimated that approximately 1,500,000 nuts can be supplied to a factory. The technical production starts in the husking, where husks were separated from the cocoa shell. After the husking, the shell is split to remove the cocoa meat from the copra processing, and the shell to be used as raw material for the shellcraft production. The husk will then be soaked in water for some time and will be drained in feeder before loading in a decorticating and sieving machine. This process will produce long and short fiber and coco peat. The coco peat will be processed as raw material for organic fertilizer and soil conditioner. The coco fiber will be fed to the carding machine to segregate the long fiber from the short fiber. The long fiber will be twined to produce a rope as raw material for the geotextile net as main product and other byproducts such as doormat, plant hanger, plant pole, feeder, and body scrub. Primary beneficiaries of the project are the Tubungan Small Coconut Growers Association members and other coconut farmers within the municipality of Tubungan, Iloilo engaged in coconut production. Covered barangays through the creation of buying station, women's sector, persons with disabilities or PWDs, rebel returnees, and organizations who will be employed as laborers in the different phases of production. Local government unit who will be assured of a project to uplift the local economy. And the secondary beneficiaries are the students and teachers that will be trained and exposed on the different processes and levels of production. People in the community who will have an assured supply of organic soil conditioner or fertilizer, and other persons who will have an alternative to market their coconut.
The municipality of Tubungan envisioned to be a major provider of skilled workers and producer of pesticide-free and export quality agricultural products with God-loving, patriotic, and healthy citizenry, living in an ecologically friendly and climate change resilient environment under a responsible and service-oriented governance. In order to arrive at the desired state, it is very important to assess the current state and determine the gaps. Thus, the following performance outcomes are used to assess the capacity and performance of Tubungan, namely competitive and business-friendly Tubungan, environment protective, climate change adaptive, and disaster resilient Tubungan, and socially protective and safe Tubungan. During series of dialogue and fora with stakeholders, the gaps were determined and the desired state is seen to be still halfway based on the current state. The Coconut Industry Development Project plays a vital role in the realization of achieving the desired state as stated in the vision. The said project answers the gaps on export quality agricultural products, development of skilled workers, ecologically friendly environment, and climate change adaptation.